win the SEC championship, 3 games in 3 days, and they were all hard fought. And in the finals, day 3, Reginald Buckner plays 38 minutes and Murph plays 37 minutes. If you tell me tomorrow I can get 38, 37 out of those two, I'll feel pretty good about it. But if we don't, then we've got to adjust, just like we did when Jarvis goes down. You have to make an adjustment. The next man's got to step up. And that's where I've been proud of this team. And, you know, the loss of DeMarco, not having really him all season, and the loss of AJ at Kentucky changed things for us as it relates to our front line. Then we lose Anthony Perez for a number of games with a knee injury. We've had to make some adjustments. But when those two play locked in the way they have the last 4 or 5 games, we're pretty good.
What do you think this does to help the program the next 2, 3, 5 years?
I think it changes everything, honestly. I think not only the NCAA tournament, but winning the SEC championship. We're SEC champions. That's something that I'm so proud for these guys. And it does change the profile of Ole Miss basketball.
Especially helping maybe in-state recruiting.
I think that it just helps the way people perceive you. You know, one game here, one game there. It just changes the perception, and perception is reality when you're dealing with recruiting 17, 18-year-old kids.
Coach, I don't know if you answered this or not, but I talked to Marshall. He said if you guys put 2 halves together, like you do in the second half, you'd be one of the best teams in the country. How do you put 2 halves together like you do in the second half?
Well, we're going to ask him to make a couple shots in the first half. I mean, my focus is the same. I mean, his focus is what he needs to put in the first half. You know, we've got to play 40 minutes. You know, this time of the year, I played for the great Jim Valvano, and 30 for 30 just came out, survive in advance. I was a part of that, and that really is the mantra. You know, now it's about staying in the moment, doing what we do, and again, we've got to do what we do better than Wisconsin does what they do. We've got to make a couple shots. That always helps. You know, for us, we're at about 77, 78 a game. When they give up over 60, that's crazy, right? But when they give up over 60, I think they're like 5-5 on the year. So we haven't been held under 60 all year. We've got to be able to score so we don't put so much pressure on our defense.
Andy, how has
the Valvano special?
I haven't seen it. No, I think it came out selection Sunday.
I know you've been busy, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I'm sure I will.
how has Jarvis responded in practice? What do you expect from him?
He's back 100%. I expect him to be Jarvis, manage the game, make good decisions, be proficient with the ball. He went yesterday for the first time. He was clear, and he went and I didn't hold him out of any reps. He went full speed. He's back.
I was talking with Dayton about his job in helping Marshall find the locker room after games. What have been your instructions to Dayton along those lines?
Every dead ball, you better go get him if you want your job next year. I think that's exactly what it is.
You obviously knew what kind of player Marshall was when you were recruiting him. And I mean, did you know about all the intangibles, the energy, all the things that obviously he's gotten a lot of attention for?
You know what? I knew, but I didn't know. You know, it's like you don't really know until you're dealing with it on a daily basis. The reason that I give him, a lot of people say I give him a lot of rope, is because I know it comes from a good place, man. He's passionate. He respects the game. Sometimes that gets misconstrued, but he does. He just gets, he's like every kid. Sometimes he'll lose focus and channel his energies in ways that aren't positive for anybody, but loves the game. He's been good for our group as it relates to bringing energy, bringing swag, coming out and trying to be successful. I've told this group, as I've told every team I've coached, you will never back your way into anything of significance in life, and he epitomizes that. He goes for it.
I think that's what's kind of was. It seems talking to some of the guys that it's not a distraction at all. They feed off of his energy, and it kind of collectively brings everyone together.
We deal with it every day. I mean, like today, if you're standing on the baseline, watch out. He'll shoot him from half court at the end. I'll be talking. He may throw a hook up. Who knows? But it's just normal for us. So people that see it for the first time, I can understand you being fascinated with it. But for us, it's just a normal day.
Was it?
If he doesn't go out and back it up, does it matter?